We help contractors by the hundreds with all of the administrative burdens that surround handling their construction projects. That means helping them with Xactimate estimating, working with them on all the administration of their supplements, and doing the administrative services back office work that enables them to focus on selling, building, and billing.
We see contractors just starting off, maybe they're struggling with the fundamentals of running a construction business. They partner up with us, their process is now defined, they're able to grow their profit margins and actually scale because they're not held back with the burden of dealing with the supplementing process. I feel proud of what we've been able to do in this industry.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG, and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
What's up, everybody? Lead meteorologist John Choquette here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and Artis Supplement and Balance Claims. So, got a bunch to talk about, not so much for today, but for this weekend. Looks like this weekend is going to be a very similar severe weather weekend to last weekend, where it looks like we could see quite a bit of activity in the southeast and possibly even, yes, Texas on Saturday, which is tomorrow, for those of you keeping track. I know the everything going on is making it real hard to keep track of the days of the week, but here we are, weather headlines. We're talking about Texas may see some hail tomorrow evening and into the overnight hours. For tomorrow, we'll see if anything can actually hit a big city this time. Significant severe weather is looking more and more likely for Sunday in the southeast, unfortunately, after having a pretty robust tornado outbreak last Sunday on Easter. It looks like we might have a bit of a repeat situation for your Sunday. And finally, it looks like next week is looking very active as well, with multiple risks for widespread activity. Of course, most of it is not within my little 5-day outlook here, but we'll kind of jump into that just to touch on it just a little bit for Tuesday. So no severe hail is expected today, no severe weather really at all. It looks like we're going to be pretty quiet across most of the United States, and we're going to have everything come together for more tomorrow's activity. It's a low risk right now, looking for San Antonio, Austin, College Station, even as far north as Dallas, far south as Houston. Low risk right now. It's a bit of a marginal chance for hail, and it looks like the majority of this is going to happen pretty late at night as well. So over by Houston and eastward towards New Orleans, the southern section of this risk area, that's going to be more in the normal time where you'd see storms, say in the late afternoon to the evening hours. And then the northern section, where probably the bigger hail is more likely going to occur, is going to happen possibly after midnight on Saturday night. And again, kind of similar to last Sunday, where we saw storms form and turn into a more complex system with wind and tornadoes as well going into your Sunday morning. Kind of a similar setup. Maybe we'll see some bigger hail this time around. I wouldn't be surprised if this ramps up a little bit more between right now and tomorrow morning. So I'll likely have a video tomorrow on your Saturday to go over this potential. Maybe you guys do enough hail dancing and Dallas can squeak out a decent storm. I know a lot of you guys are really hoping for Dallas to get a storm pretty soon here. Here's that future radar. We had some storms, again, showing two different rounds of storms. So at first you see a couple storms in the evening hours across southern Texas and parts of Louisiana, and then storms forming further to the north towards the end of the run there and actually pushing off into Louisiana, Mississippi, and into Alabama. I had to not use our usual future radar because this went further into the evening than what we normally look at. Usually it stops at about 7 p.m. tomorrow. I wanted to get it through the end of the period into Sunday. And it looks like Sunday is looking much more significant. Again, the hail potential, I'd say, is probably, a slight risk level. So in between our low and maybe on my scale the moderate chance. The tornado and wind threats significantly higher, much like it was last week where we could see quite a bit of a tornadic activity and strong winds. So we'll be there covering that for you guys, watching it super carefully. Could also potentially be another overnight situation across Georgia. So that's always not a great sign for Sunday. Somebody asked about Colorado. You guys got to wait a little bit longer. You got to wait till about May. That's pretty typical for Colorado. If you guys can still get snow, you're probably not going to be getting too much in the way of hail. Low hail chances on Monday. Everything pushes off the coast. And then we reset on Tuesday. And right now, I have just a little area. And this could possibly just be the overnight hours, Tuesday into Wednesday. The computer model's having a hard time really going with figuring out what's going to be happening. We're seeing a lot more uncertainty with the computer models, and a lot more error with the computer models, much closer to events than what we've originally been seeing. So we're looking at for Tuesday here, things may change drastically between now and Tuesday, when before we could at least have a general idea of what to expect. We're seeing things wildly change 4 or 5 days out instead of 7 to 9 days out. So I think there's some question just beyond the behind the scenes stuff of the fact there aren't as many planes flying, we don't get as much upper air data, and everything's kind of a little more up in the air, but so to speak. But either way, it looks like Tuesday is the day to watch, and then beyond Tuesday, I think Wednesday is going to highlight a similar area, definitely more focused towards DFW, and then to the east on Thursday and Friday. And it looks like we're just going to be kind of keep seeing these things. We get about a day break, and then another system comes out, and as we get later and later in April here, more and more moisture to work with, more intensity storms are going to be. So that's what we're looking at for the next few days. Follow us on YouTube. You can go full screen with us on there. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Catch me on the state of the roofing industry or whatever it is that John Dye does. I've been doing that past couple days. Hit See First on Facebook so you don't miss any of our forecasts. And we will definitely see you guys tomorrow. It looks like I'll have a video for you guys about the potential across Dallas and the rest of Texas on your Saturday, and then probably go in a little more detail for Sunday's risk as well. Hope you guys have a great Friday. Do those hail dances. Maybe we can see a big hailstorm before the end of this week here. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.